SHALAM Israel with the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. It's I.S.U.P.K Philadelphia class, holding down the class for General Mahayaman. Lord willing, he'll be here soon, answer all your questions. So if you got any questions, just put them in the chat. I'll buy to get them, and then we'll get them answered when the general pull up. All right, so real quick, any questions in the classroom? About all right, we're gonna get into following the leader. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they can't follow men, or sometimes women it's hard to follow the right men. Or when we brothers, you know what I'm saying, in the world, we wind up following the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to follow the men that's around us. It's called looking for inspiration or looking for a role model. So we're gonna get a few scriptures. Give me Psalms 34 and 11. All right. What you need to follow, or what we need to find, is find the right men. They say you're gonna be just like the people that surround you. So if you surround yourself with criminals, you surround yourself with drug dealers, you surround yourself with murderers, you'll be just like them. But if you surround yourself with men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, you'll aspire to be somebody great one day. So, you know what I'm saying, coming into the truth is a beautiful thing for most of us, because we are around men that's making sure you grow. Around men is making sure that you teach your kids and your woman and your family how to grow up to be better people. Give me what you got, Once again, I'm holding the class down for General Mahayaman, so we're going to run through these scriptures real quick. Lord willing, General will be here in a little bit, all right? But
this is the book of Psalms 34 and verse
11.
Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord.
They say you're going to follow the book, man. Men wrote the book. I'll tell you what, the men that wrote the book is the men that we're going to follow, right? And the men that's teaching the book is the men that we're going to follow. Read that again.
Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord.
And those are the men you follow, the men that teach you how to fear the Most High. What is fear of the Lord? Fear of the Lord is learning how to stay out of trouble. Because if you learn to fear your father, then you won't be in jail. If you learn how to fear your father, you won't be in the streets. The Lord teaching you how to stay straight, stay on the straight and narrow, how to raise your family right, how to raise your kids right, how to be around good brothers, how to raise men right. Because if you don't know how to do that, you'll find yourself right in jail. You got to be a good learner. You got to be a good student to be a good teacher. Read that one more time, Abad. Let me get up there with you. Where you at? Psalms 34?
Okay. Verse 11.
All right. Good.
This is the book of Psalms 34, verse 11. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord.
Good.
Verse 12. What man is he that desireth life and loveth many days, that he may see good? Verse 13. Keep thy tongue from evil.
So this is what men of the Lord will teach you. Men of the Lord will teach you how to keep your tongue from evil. How to, what you just say? Desire life. Because I don't know if you know, but outside of here, we don't live a lifestyle. We live a death style. Every day we speeding towards the casket, right? You learn how to die in the streets. You learn how to become a criminal. You learn how to become a gang member. You learn how to become a drug dealer. Every lifestyle we live in the streets is a highway to death. But in here, they teach you how to leave all those things alone. We teach you how to leave all those things. They taught me how to leave everything out there. And you come here and you desire living. You desire life because you desire giving somebody the spirit to live. And the only way I could give it to you is if I had it, if someone taught it to me. We got to follow men that teach you how to live, teach you how to watch your mouth. Because when you don't watch your mouth, somebody's going to put something hot in your face. When you don't watch your mouth, somebody's going to smack your face. As a kid, you got to learn how to watch your mouth. Because if your parents catch you saying the wrong things, you'll find yourself in a world of trouble. That's what you learn here. You learn how to be better, right? And you learn how to follow people and listen to people better. You understand, little young lady? You understand, young man? Most High in Christ. Go ahead, Abad.
And thy lips from speaking guile.
What's guile? Matam?
All right, for lack of better words, wrongdoing.
Any form of evil. Keep your lips from speaking guile. Watch your mouth. Keep your lips from speaking evil. Desire how to live. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 14. Depart from evil and do good.
And do what?
Do good.
You know, it's hard to do. It's hard to do good. Even in school for the kids, sometimes it's hard to do good. Grades is hard to get, but you gotta be around people that get good grades. Because if you're not around them people, you're gonna be around the bad people that act up in class. And when you're around them, guess what? You around the people that act bad, so you bad. That's all the way across the board. If you're around people that act bad, then you're bad. If you're around the sinners, if you're around people that's getting high, smoking weed, selling drugs, if we around those people, then that's who you are. If anybody come outside and see people that sell drugs, smoke weed, and you with them, you must be one of them, right? If you surround yourself with the angels is right in this room. The angels going to teach you how to serve the Most High. The angels going to give you a spirit that you live for, that you live with. The angels going to give you the spirit to live, right? When you're around the angels, you can't become nothing but one, right? You're going to become a blessing for somebody else. You're going to be somebody next to somebody like, and the Lord must have sent you because you're going to put the spirit on them to be better because you're around people that's better. Keep going.
Seek peace and pursue it.
Good.
Verse 15. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry.
And what?
And his ears are open unto their cry.
We're going to skip through a couple because try to get through some of this. Give me Matthew 5:19.
Okay.
Y'all take that down to 22. Y'all get something good from that. But the eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and he hear their cry. You know what I mean? The Lord ain't with you when you doing evil. You know what I'm saying? When you in them cars selling them drugs, the Lord ain't with you. You know what I'm saying? When you run around in the streets with illegal guns and all that, the Lord ain't with you. You know what I mean? Or whatever you doing out in the streets, the Lord ain't gonna be with you. He can't hear you when you ask for God. When you locked up for doing the wrong things, you're gonna ask for the Lord. That's when you're gonna cry to the Most High, right? About when you get locked up and you looking at some time, you're like, oh my God. You're gonna ask the Lord for God then. When you find yourself pregnant by a wrong guy or you cheated on your husband, you find yourself pregnant or a situation, you ask for God then, right? We ask for God when the cop pull you over and you got something illegal in the car. That's when we ask for God when we're in trouble. The Lord say, "You're upon the righteous." He can't hear the unrighteous. What?
This is the book of Matthew, 5 verse 22.
No, 5:19.
5:19. This is the book of Matthew, 5 verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so.
And shall what?
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so.
And shall what?
Whoever shall break one of these least
you missing the heavy part. And shall what?
And shall teach men so.
That's what you find outside. That's the Christian church. Because they're going to break the commandments and they're going to teach you how to be wicked. They teach you how to be evil. They teach you how to go against the Most High. Well, the Lord said the Sabbath day is Saturday. Why we come to church on Sunday? Oh, don't worry about it. Just keep coming to church. The Lord said, the Bible said you could have this or you could do that. Well, how come we can't? Well, we're going to keep passing around that collection plate, brother. You just keep coming on to church. You know what I'm saying? They teach you how to be wicked. We're going to put this Christmas tree up in the church. You know what I'm saying? But the Bible say you can't celebrate Christmas. Don't worry about that, young brother. You just keep coming on to church. Well, how come the pastor a woman? The Bible say we can't. The pastor can't be a woman. Don't worry about it, brother. She a good sister. The sister know how to teach. She good. The Lord is with her. She gonna give you the spirit of the Lord. The church is wicked as hell. Not only are they wicked, they teaching you how to be wicked. And that's why so much wickedness come out the church. You know what I'm saying? The church, you got all manner of wickedness in the church. The women in there are terrible. You know what I'm saying? The men come out of there and they terrible. Lord be with them. You know what I mean? Keep going.
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But
who's called the least? The man that's wicked as hell, and he teaching everybody else how to be wicked as hell. The man that you follow that's wicked as hell, he gonna lead you into hell, and it's gonna be sad for you, but it's gonna be horrible for him because he know better. But as a teacher in the I.S.U.P.K, you are obligated to teach the truth. We obligated to teach this, right? You listening, brother? We obligated to. What's your name? Yeah. Trooper Quaniyat. You obligated to teach this truth. The Lord calls you to be a priest and prophet of the Lord. This is your job. Your job is to be a teacher. You understand these scriptures and you teach men the scriptures. You outrank a Christian, any pastor, any deacon, anybody. You outrank them because you know more than them. And if they falling, then you got to teach them. Right? The Lord gave you the spirit to be a teacher. Keep going.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be great in the kingdom of heaven.
That's what we just said. All right, go ahead.
Verse 20. For I say unto you,
give me Jeremiah 23:16.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, and verse 16.
What?
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesied unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart.
Yeah. I hate to talk about it, but y'all heard about the devil that got hit this week, right? Last week, right? It's sickening because this is going to rip the country a new one. Because the talk about, can we say his name on live on here? They ain't gonna clip us, is they?
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk. This devil Charlie Kirk, right? When you can't even talk in the workspace because it's so thick, the tension is thick, right? It's beautiful, right? Because you can see the black people wanting to talk about Charlie Kirk, but you can see the white people who don't want to hear it. And they're like, oh, it's so sad. They playing songs. The song was called Charlie by some devil named is a white rapper, right? He did a song named Charlie, right? He's playing the song, and the white people like, oh, that's so sad. And the black people over there like, damn, they know what he said about George Floyd, right? They said Charlie Kirk is just as influential as Martin Luther King, right? Then they said Martin Luther King shouldn't have a day. From the 60s on, Martin Luther King was the only activist that had a national holiday. So now they comparing Charlie Kirk to Martin Luther King, right? Both of these devils, both the brother who had a demon and the devil just prophesying lies out of their own heart, right? They telling you what they think. When somebody say, I think this and I think that, with nothing to back it up, no proof, no nothing. Charlie Kirk said, because George Floyd, most people said it, because George Floyd was a criminal, he deserved to die that way, right? George Floyd didn't do nothing that day. George Floyd had a knee on his neck for 8 minutes and called for his mother. Nobody deserved to die that way. But Charlie Kirk gets shot in the neck and he don't deserve that. It's evil, it's wicked as hell, right? He prophesied out of his own heart. Only people that we listen to is brothers out of this Bible, that speak out of this Bible. Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Zechariah, Zephaniah. And the brothers that we listen to nowadays are brothers that speak what these brothers said. That's how we learn. We learn from this Bible. Men that speak out of this Bible. The men that we listen to, the men that we around, they don't prophesy what's in their heart. You hear us quoting scriptures because this is how we learn, right? We teach each other with scripture because these words are 4,000 years old. It's not out of the heart of some devil that's speaking on the internet. It's not out of some freak boy that wanted to go have sex with white women. We listen to what he say because he's horny as hell. We don't listen to those men because we know that in their mind, they're just trying to deceive us. That's what devils do, right? Go ahead, Abad.
Come. They speak a vision of their own heart.
They speak a vision of their own heart. It's out of their mind. You know what I'm saying? Say again?
And
I'll take some water.
And not out of the mouth of the Lord.
So when you had the Million Man March, right? The Million Man March was for jobs. That's why everybody came up there. Everybody came up there because it was poor in the South. They wanted something new. They wanted to change. So everybody moved up, walked up from Alabama, Mississippi, walked up from Louisiana, walked up from Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee. They walked up from Florida. They walked up from these down south states to Washington, D.C. They get to D.C. and flooded by the millions. When they get there, money getting passed up. What's his name? Bayard Rustin, Martin Luther King. They just getting the money. The money get passed up to the front. If everybody had $1, he at least made $1 million. And all he said was, I pray for the day that white people and black people can play together, because he wanted to play with white women. He said, I pray for the day that black people can go into white stores and shop at their stores. Meanwhile, the black neighborhood is falling into pieces, into disrepair, right? He prayed out of the heart, his own heart, the vision of his own heart. He didn't have what the Most High said. He didn't have a vision that the Lord gave him. He just wanted to be with white women. Keep going.
Verse 17. They say still unto them that despise me, The Lord hath said, you shall have peace.
Mm-hmm.
And they say unto every one that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you.
They're gonna tell you the Lord is with you. They're gonna tell you ain't nothing gonna happen to you, just like Satan told Eve in the garden. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. You're gonna come over here and nothing gonna happen to you. Or you're gonna do this and nothing gonna happen to you. They tell you out of the evil of their own heart because they want you to do what they want you to do. Right? That's how you know a righteous man, because he's going to give you life. He's going to help you live. But a wicked man gonna walk you right into hell. Right? Regardless of how you look at it, you always following a man. You're always following a man. So they say, I don't want to read that book. I ain't trying to hit them scriptures because a man wrote it. I'm gonna follow the Lord. But how do you follow the Lord if you've never heard what he said? Go ahead.
Verse 18. For who has stood in the counsel of the Lord and have perceived
Water surface? I ain't touching
All right, Akim and Akwafian. Let's get it on tonight. I'll answer all of your questions in the room and online. When you're ready, let me know.
This is from YAHANNA, Slaki General. If I may receive a general breakdown of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 20 and verse 1 through 4, the one at the bank.
Glad OKC, of course. Let's get it on.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 20 and verse 1. There is a reproof that is not comely. Again, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise.
I'm sorry, read it one more time.
There is a reproof that is not comely.
There is a reproof that is not comely. Does everyone, what was the brother's name that asked this question?
I believe it's a sister, sir.
A sister. Say her name again.
Kasadwana.
Kasadwana. There is a reproof. Reproof is correction, like if someone has to chastise you. There's a correction or a chastisement that is not beautiful, that is not good. That's what you want to know. Meaning there might be a time when you get chastised for a thing and it will not be graceful. It will not be beautiful. So because of that, go ahead.
Again, some man holdeth.
No, read it from, it is not comely.
There is a reproof that is not comely. Again, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise. Again, some men hold their tongue, and he's wise to do it. Meaning, because you might get reproved in a way that is not graceful, that is not beautiful, some people watch their mouth knowing that. You get my point? So what's the lesson to be learned in all of this? Watch your mouth. If you watch your mouth, then you won't have to get reproved or corrected in a way that might hurt your feelings. There is a correction that could hurt your feelings. That's especially appropriate to men and women, but especially appropriate to women because women are very sensitive. Women are sensitive and they could cry or their feelings could be hurt if they're spoken to in a way that is not comely, that is not graceful. Well, an easy way to make sure that doesn't happen is to watch your mouth. Because, of course, if you do not watch your mouth, then before you know it, your husband is correcting you in a way that makes you cry. Everyone understands. Any other questions? Yes, sir. This is from U.P.K. Ka'ash. Shalom, Adawan. Can I get a breakdown on Galatians chapter 4, verses 24 and 25? Why is Hagar being compared to the covenant?
Why is a what being compared to the covenants?
Why is Hagar being compared to the covenant?
Okay, where are we at again?
Galatians chapter 4, verses. That's
Hagar. That's how we pronounce it in the UPK at least. Hagar. Gracias. Go ahead. I'll explain why Hagar is being compared to the covenant. Hagar in the Bible is Abraham's second woman. Abraham had a woman named Sarah. She was of the seed of his people. And the Most High God told her that she would receive a child. But she was 90 years old when an angel told her that, so she did not believe it. She thought she was too old to give birth to a child. So she convinced Abraham to have a child with her maid. She convinced him to do it. So he did it. And his maid got pregnant. His maid was a woman of another race, of another people, right? That maid gave forth a son. That son's name was Ishmael. Ishmael became the father of the Arab people. The Arab people today are the sons of Ishmael, or the Ishmaelites, right? Their mother is Hagar. Later on, Sarah absolutely did conceive a child, even though she thought she could not. That child's name was Isaac. Isaac became the father of Israel, and thereby Isaac is the father of the Israelites. Everyone understands, right? The Israelites are blacks and Hispanics, so-called North American Indians, and the Ishmaelites are the Arabs. So that's what you need to understand this breakdown, all right? Go ahead.
This is book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 24. Which things are an allegory? For these are the two covenants. The one from the Mount Sinai, which gendereth to bondage.
Gendereth to what?
Gendereth to bondage.
One second, stand by. So, okay, all right. One from Mount Sinai, which gender unto bondage. What is bondage? Slavery, right? Mount Sinai because of Abraham. Meaning these are the children of Abraham. The Ishmaelites, the Arabs, are the children of Abraham. The word gender means it's in the family. Meaning these people are in the family of slaves. What it's trying to say is that the two children of Abraham, one child of Abraham, are slaves. They're the slaves, the children of Abraham, the Arabs. Keep going.
Which is Hagar.
Which is Hagar. Go ahead.
Verse 25. For this Hagar is Mount Sinai in Arabia.
For this Hagar is Mount Sinai in Arabia. In Arabia, meaning the Arabs control the Arab world. They're in charge over there. They have a land of their own, a vast land. They have oil. They have wealth. They're the Mount Sinai of the Arab world. They're in charge of that world. Keep going.
And answereth to Jerusalem.
And they do what?
And answereth to Jerusalem.
But they answer to Jerusalem. What's the point of all of this? These two covenants, there's one promise that the Most High God made with Hagar. To be more specific, you might need later on, once the children grew, then Ishmael began to mock and ridicule Sarah because she could not have a child yet. So the Most High God told Abraham to kick out the bondwoman and her child. And Abraham at first didn't want to do it. But then the Lord came to Abraham and said, hearken unto the voice of thy wife. And he did. And he kicked out Hagar and her son, kicked them both out, who was his son. But he kicked his son out. He kicked his wife out. He kicked him out. Later on, as Hagar was wandering and thirsty, God made a covenant with her saying that he was going to make her son a great people. And the Most High God absolutely kept his word. The Arabs, my God, these Arabs come into Detroit and control Detroit, control the state of Michigan. I mean, they have states in America where they control it. They have Saudi Arabia. They got all the oil and power in the world. You're from Philadelphia, you brothers and sisters out there. So I don't have to tell you the power that the Arabs have over black Muslims in Philadelphia. Like they control them. With Muslims in Philadelphia, it would be beneficial to them to know is that those Arabs are supposed to be your servants, not the other way around. In places like Philadelphia and Michigan, Arabs rule over you. But the Most High God said that the covenant he made with Abraham with Ishmael to make him a great people, he kept this covenant. But that covenant is in servitude under the covenant he made with Isaac. Two promises, two different people. One people is master over the other. The Arabs answer to Jerusalem. The Arabs answer to the true biblical Jews. It's right here in the Bible and it's in the New Testament. For all of you Christians out there to think that God does not have a special people or a people that he prefers, well, here it is right here where it's saying that Saudi Arabia or the Arabia answers to Jerusalem. It's in the New Testament. It's in the book that you claim only promotes equality among the races. Well, here is God saying that one race answers to another. It's right here in the Bible. Here's the gospel. Here's the good news. You are the race that the Arabs answer to. It's you. And that's a good thing in my sight. Everyone understands. I believe that's his breakdown. Was that it?
Okay.
All right, next.
This is from Princess Kanawa. Shalom, Lord and Christ, Alawan. May I ask, sir, is praying before we eat our custom? Would you explain where that comes from? What?
Praying before you eat is voluntary. There's no law that says you have to pray before you eat, right? You absolutely can pray before you eat. I believe there was some traditional prayers that I learned when I was first coming up in the school. Yahweh Thawada Lakumya, something about Lakumya. I forget what it is. So y'all brothers will remember it. But I know the prayer in English was, Lord, thank you for our bread all day, or Lord, thank you for our food all day. Thawada Yahweh Lakumya, what's all day? I can't recall. Well, you can pray before you eat if you want to pray before you eat. It's no problem. It's graceful. It's appreciative, but it's not something that is, culturally mandatory. Everyone understands. All right. Next.
Okay. This is from YAHANNA and Yahawada. Stop, sir, if I may. Was Balaam a heathen?
Balaam in the Old Testament, the one who the heathens asked to curse Israel, he was not a heathen. He was a heathen in spirit. He was a heathen the same way you were when you were in the world, which is why he was called Balaam. He was just like Nabal. Nabal, who was a man who hated King David and refused to feed King David, even though he owed King David. His name was Nabal. This cat's name is Balaam because he was in the world. He was not a good man. He was not a servant of God. He was an out of order Israelite. He was not a lawful Israelite. So, but by flesh, he was an Israelite. Everyone understands.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for the question for now, sir.
No problem. Anything else? Any questions in the room?
Oh, sorry, if I may. A question just popped up. This is from Princess Madame Anya Jewel. Dawashma Akaba Shimon Shah, Slavi General, if I may. And I have the general breakdown of Luke chapter 9, verse 62.
Hey, knock, come here for a second. I'm sorry, say it one more time.
General breakdown of Luke chapter 9, verse 62.
Ask the question again.
Okay. May I have a general breakdown of Luke chapter 9, verse 62?
Oh, General Hazayan just gave me the meal prayer. Let me say it for you, all right? It's Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Malak, Zawar, Shafam, Shafamyam, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Thawada Aman. Lord, in the name of Jesus Christ, bless this food and drinks. In the name of Jesus Christ, thank you, so be it. So this is a food prayer, our traditional food prayer that we say in the Israelite School of UPK. General Hazayan, just post it online so everyone can have it and read it. And if you would like to, you can say it whenever you eat, all right? But this is when I was young in the truth, this is the prayer that we learned, okay? Good to go? Ask the question again.
Yes, sir. The general breakdown was at the Luke to the 9, verse 62.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
This is the book of Luke to 9, verse 62. Mm-hmm. And Jesus said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God.
Does he have a specific question about it?
I believe the sister just wanted the general breakdown, sir.
Okay. Read it one more time.
And Jesus said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God.
No man, once I gotta say one more text. Stand by. Okay, one more time. Let's go. This is a brother or a sister?
A sister, sir.
A sister. Read it one more time.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 9, verse 62. And Jesus said unto him, And Jesus said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God.
No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God. This is a work of the Lord precept. It's comparing the work that we do for the Most High God to physical farm work, to labor. It's making a comparison. So just see the comparison first. You're pushing a plow. You're pushing a plow, and to push a plow, you need to make straight rows. So imagine you need this ox to go straight. But then as you need the ox to go straight, you are looking back instead of looking forward. And that is essential to serve God. Your past is always trying to destroy you. Always. The parable that, of course, should come to mind is Lot's wife. When she was escaping Sodom and Gomorrah, her husband told her, do not look back, because he knew from the angel that if you looked back, you were going to stay there. You weren't going to get to escape. Your past is always trying to destroy you. Your past is always trying to catch up with you. Your past is chasing you. So to make sure it never catches you, you have to go forward. You have to keep moving. You have to keep moving so that your past never catches up. So the abuse never catches up. So the pain of childhood, so the heartbreaks, so the disappointments never catch you. But if I look back, then they're going to freeze me right there, just like Lot's wife. Everyone understands. So no man, if you've taken up the plow and you've decided to work for the Lord, now I'm moving forward. Now I'm doing the work. That's what I'm going to camp. I'm making videos on TikTok, Instagram, and every form of social media. I am fishing brothers and sisters who are in need of help, just like I was, into this school. That's what I'm doing. I'm not looking back. I'm not looking at the pain of the childhood and loss and regret and death and prison. That's back there, and I'll never let it catch me. So I'll keep working. I'll keep pushing forward. But if you look back, then you're not fit to even push that plow. If you look back, then you're not fit to do the work of the Lord. You're unworthy of this opportunity to do this job. Everyone understands. Anything else? Please. Otra vez, please.
Yes, sir.
Copa otra vez. That means another glass. Copa otra vez. Most High Christ. Go ahead.
This is also from YAHANNA. And in Numbers chapter 22, verses 20 through 22, why was the Most High angry with Balaam?
Why? Okay, read it exactly so I can get it for you. All right.
This is the book of Numbers 22 and verse 20. And God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, if the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that shalt thou do.
So the Lord said, if the men come to call you by night, go with them. That's what you need to understand this. Gracias. Read it one more time.
And God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, if the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them.
If the men, he was asleep in the bed. So if the men come in and wake you up, then get up and go with them. Simple enough to understand, right? Keep going.
But yet the word which I shall say unto thee, that shalt thou do.
But what I tell you to do, that's what you're going to do. So you're going, if they come and say, get up, wake up and come with us, then you'll go with them. But you're not going to do anything without me telling you to do it. So imagine someone saying, yes, you can go to work tomorrow, but wait until I tell you what to do before you start work. I'm going to tell you what to do when you get to work. Everybody understands? That's the point. Keep going.
Verse 21. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab.
So Balaam got up in the morning, saddled his donkey, and he went with the princes of Moab. Go ahead.
Verse 22. And God's anger was kindled because he went.
Now I'm going to ask you, warrior, why was the Lord angry with Balaam for going? It's an important One West understanding. Every officer in here should understand this. All right, this is something that you learn in the UPK. Your officer's test has a test in it just like this. All right, for you brothers that are officers. I'm not even sure if you know about the test, and I'm not going to tell you, but it's built into your test. Just ask him, why was the Lord angry? All right. Anything else?
Yes,
I'll wait until he's answered. I'll answer the next question until he's ready. All right. Go ahead.
The next question is, yes, Officer the one Yahweh, did Lot's wife return to her sin, or is...
Mathumia? Come on, just a second. Go ahead.
Did Lot's wife return to her sin, or is the looking back literal?
The looking back is literal. Go ahead.
Okay, next question, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir.
The looking back is literal because remember, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. So she didn't go back to Sodom and Gomorrah and, become a whore. She's froze right there as a pillar of salt, and everyone else was unalived. Okay, so that's that. It's a literal turning to a pillar of salt. Go ahead.
This is from...
Which, of course, in science is not that complicated because, of course, when a body decays, you become dust, right? That's what you become. You become dirt when you decay. So just imagine calcifying down and becoming minerals. That's a very scientific and normal thing, right? That you absolutely can become. Carbon is where fossil fuel is made of. Like all of the gasoline that you put in your car is an accumulation of dead animals that have been dead for thousands of years. And before you know it, these dead bodies of dead snails, dead crabs, dead everything becomes fossil fuel. The oil from all of their dead bodies now, lubricate the earth's plates or go into your car for you to travel and drive on it. It's called fossil fuel. So she turned to salt. Everybody understands. Go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is from Tanakh.
I appreciate you working. Send me cash app. Just text it to me, please. Good. Go ahead.
This is from Tanakh Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
Shalom, Lord of Christ, my Lord. Is it adultery if a woman living LGBT community sleep with a man even though she's married by Esau standard?
If a woman is an LGBT woman and she is married with a marriage license and she goes and she has relations with a man, is that adultery? No, it is not adultery. It's her waking up. It's repentance. That's what it is. It is not adultery in any way, nor does a marriage license mean anything at all to God. That means nothing, right? She's not married to a woman. You cannot be married to a person of the same sex. You cannot. You can be in a financial agreement with them, just like two men. Knock and myself can open up a hot dog stand together. Like myself and Knock, we could become business partners with each other. And we could own half of the business. And he couldn't sell his half without my permission. And if we sold it, he'd be due half of it. You can get into a business contract with someone of the same sex, which is exactly what a marriage contract is. It's a business contract. That's what it is. But to God, two people cannot be married ever. So if two women are with each other in an intimate way, the way she should be with a man, those two women are taking advantage of each other. That's all they're doing. That's it. They're just hurting each other. You've been sexually abused as a child. Your mother was on drugs. Your father abused you. She was sexually abused as a child. She grew up in poverty. You knew she was destroyed. And you two decide to take advantage of each other, to hurt each other. You two are just too selfish to tell your friend she should get help in therapy and not sex with you. That's all. You're just selfish people. You see a lesbian couple out, you can always tell which one is the evil, selfish one. What's the evil, selfish one with two women? The pretty one. The pretty one is the evilest, most selfish monster in the world. Which one is being taken advantage of? The butch. That butch big one who's 400 pounds, dresses like a man, has low self-esteem. That pretty one gets her to babysit her children. She watches her kids for her. All she does all day is make this pretty girl feel pretty. She goes to bars with her. The girl is big and fat, so no men ever look at her. She comes in there with this little skinny girl dressed like a slut, and she always feels pretty and always is getting attention. And unlike you men who go get attention, who go give other women attention. That's what men do. You see, men, their interests, it's hard to hold the interest of a man. You get my point? And looking good is just not good enough. Looking good will get a man's attention until he has you once. After that, he's looking at someone else. That's just, how babies are born, sweetness. Men focus on you, get it, and then they focus elsewhere, right? But this old big butch, she's a ready-made slave to babysit the kids every day. She has no job, and she's a drug addict. So, all she'll do is just watch the kids as long as the kids call her Max, or the kids got to call her Ralph or something like that, which messes the child's brain up because the child knows this is a woman, but she's telling me now I got to call her Ralph. But she babysits me every day. And she'll just be a servant, strap on some plastic apparatus just to satisfy the needs of this selfish, pretty monster. Two LGBT women are just taking advantage of each other. That's all. They're not married. And then before you know it, one of them decides this ain't going to satisfy what I need. I got an itch that this one just can't scratch. Do you hear me, knock? And then before you know it, one of them goes out there and gets a man. Now you're married. You were just two sinners before. Everyone understands. Anything else? The same thing goes for you men out there in the LGBT community. You don't know what you're missing out on by not having a woman. I don't know what you think you're doing with that old man. You're here with a man. What the hell are you doing? Go ahead.
Salah.
Go ahead.
My ribs.
You might need the microphone. Salaki.
Oh,
go ahead.
I don't even know what to say.
Your choice.
My ribs, cousin.
You got to put the mic to you if you want to say it.
My cousin is a homosexual.
I hear you.
So he's been homosexual for a while. So
Forget
I'm
it.
like, you never been with a woman though? He was like, nah, I tried it once. I'm like, what happened? He said it was too late. I fell out the chair. I was like, oh my God, still
Okay. Well, let me hit you with something. I've counseled many people in the LGBT community at my service under Commander General YAHANNA, right? And he's lying to you. It's a lie. Okay, that's what let me tell you something about LGBT men. LGBT men have to act like they hate women to be accepted by other LGBT men. So in essence, they'll always have hey, fishy. It's too wet. It's icky. It's nasty. They need to feel like that because a big part of being an LGBT man is hating women. And among themselves, they talk about women, brother, in a terrible way, a horrible way. That's why I wonder about that Umar Johnson. He's from Philadelphia. The way he talks about black women, about them being fish. Anybody that starts saying they're fishy, they're fish, it's fish, that is not manly. It's not how men think of a woman's body. Men love a woman's body. I don't know if there's anything they could do to turn a man on. I don't know if there's nothing that you could do. I think it's really impossible. What state would you have to be in where you'd be like, nah? I don't know, nah. I don't know when you'd be like, I'm still going to do it. Do you understand? Whatever situation you got going on down there, a man is still doing it. There is just nothing. There is no catastrophe that could be happening where a man would say, yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like this, so I didn't do it. Y'all know I've been in the world. I've been in the world years ago. Y'all brothers might know better because you've been in the world sooner than me. But I remember being in the world. I don't know what situation it would make me go, no, thank you. Now bring it out, but y'all, I don't know. Tell me. Because I don't give a damn if it was a Muppet down there. If it was a goddamn Oscar the Grouch down there, I'm still doing it. But once again, I'm old. Okay, so you young men know better than me. I was in the world, god damn it, in Jesus Christ, 93, 94. Men in the world don't care about anything much other than getting it. They don't care about that. So if an LGBT man, he's super critical of the woman's body. You know, she got stretch marks. Stretch marks. I don't even know what are you even talking about? Why you? She got stretch marks. It's too wet. It smells. I don't understand none of that. That's up to y'all. Okay. But I know that you don't have to fake like you hate women so you can be accepted to the people online who you talk to and who are your other LGBT friends. The LGBT community is very accepting of it. If you act like you're one of them, they're going to swoop on you and make you part of the family. The minute you just act like women is just too wet, they too nasty. Really? Come be with us. Come be part of us. We're family now. Like they form bonds quickly in the LGBT community. Why? Because they're trying to take advantage of people from broken homes, people who are suffering. And so they'll come in, they'll be your mommy in jail. What do women call each other in jail? The big bull dagger is mom in jail. Go ask someone who's been to a woman's prison. The big bull dagger in jail, everybody calls her mom. That's mom. She's mom or she's dad. But she's some needful authority figure. And of course, all she's doing is taking advantage of the scared women who are scared to death in prison. It's the same thing. Men and women are made for each other. And if you are not with a man or a woman, you're not married at all. Everyone understands. All right, anything else?
Yes, sir. Yahweh answers your question, sir, about violin.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't ask for permission or wait for the Most High's approval.
No, because he didn't go with them after they woke him up. He wasn't supposed to go. He was supposed to only go with them if they woke him up to go with them. Read how he left with them again. You better. Is this an officer in the school?
No, this is a sister.
Oh, this is a sister. You better learn this if you want to be a good wife. Because you can make a lot of mistakes as a woman because you can't follow instructions. That's a learned skill to follow instructions. Read the instructions first.
Okay.
Wherever you can ask her where it is. Where we just read from with Balaam?
20.
Go ahead.
20 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the book of Numbers 20 and verse 22. Oh, sorry. This is the book of Numbers 22 and verse 20. And God came unto Balaam at night and said unto him, if the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them.
If the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. If the men come to call thee, rise up and go with them. If the men come to call thee, rise up, wake up, and go with them. Now skip down to what happened.
Okay. Verse 21. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass and went with the princes of Moab.
What's missing? Now, microphone. They didn't wake him up. He got up in the morning, saddled his ass, and went with him. They never woke him up. Never. He got up on his own, saddled his donkey, and left with him. Then the donkey refused to move because he shouldn't have left. He was supposed to only leave with them if they wake him up. So imagine you being home and the Most High saying, if you get a call in the morning telling you to go, then you go. You wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, wash up, and get up and go. you're missing something, sweetie. You were only supposed to go if someone woke you up to go. No one woke you up. Why are you going? He woke up, saddled his donkey, and left, and then the donkey froze. The donkey would not move. He's beating the hell out the goddamn donkey. Finally, the donkey just talked. Then he realized he was an idiot. Follow instructions. You have to really care about instructions to follow them, which is the problem with most people. You don't really care about instructions. So you're barely paying attention because really you're going to get up in the morning and do whatever the hell you feel like doing anyway. That's what he did that was wrong. Microphone.
My cousin was at camp in Memphis, and a horse was walking by. And while he was at camp, a bunch of the horse just stopped.
Oh, God.
The horse stopped, and the black brother that was riding the horse gave a whip to the white lady to beat the horse. The horse wouldn't move. Meanwhile, Captain Yatazak and Captain Hunt, like the scriptures ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, cool.
The asses go to, you know what I'm saying? The horses go, it was crazy.
That's a hard call.
The horses knew the words of the Most High.
Shit. Listen, it was in the spirit, it was probably an angel standing in front of the horse, because that's what happened in this case. The Balaam couldn't see it, but there's an angel standing in front of the horse that the donkey can see, but he can't see. That's a hardcore story, brother. That's a One West story. Well done. Well said. Anything else? Follow instructions, sweetness. That's what you have to do. All right. That's it. It matters. It matters to follow instructions. All right. Go ahead.
Oh God, this is from America is Burning. Salakia, if I may, can I get a general breakdown on Psalm 53 and verse 1?
You got it.
This is from Psalm 53 and verse 1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity.
Yeah, this is speaking about people that they call today atheists. You've heard of that term before. You know, people that say there is no God. He's an idiot. Creation is the proof of the creator. Creation. DNA. And you think how our oppressor, he learns so much and still never learns anything. Forever learning and never coming to the knowledge of the truth. They researched the DNA pattern. DNA has a sequence. They call it a sequence. It's a pattern. It's numbers and math and equations. And they look at DNA strands and patterns and never see the brilliance behind whoever created this pattern. This mathematical form that all life comes from. And now they sequence it, break down the math. Who in the hell do you think is doing that math? Random chaos is doing the math in DNA, the sequencing in DNA. Creation is the proof of the creator. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God. But I can explain to you why some people are willful fools, willful idiots, because they don't want there to be a God. So they just say, nope, there's no proof in God. Yes, we have the DNA strands and we see the sequence. We see the math. We see the form in DNA. Yes, we see that every living thing works together in harmony. We see it. We see the odds of this, all of this happening out of chaos are impossible, right? We see it, but there's still no proof. Like for a scientist to believe there's a God, God would have to appear in front of him, stand right in front of his face, and then I guess convince him somehow through the scientific method. Maybe you just don't want there to be a God, because if there's a God, then you can't have sex with whatever you want. Then you can't say whatever you want. You can't eat whatever you want. Maybe you can't treat people the way you want to treat people if there's a God. Maybe your foolishness is willful. Everyone understands. Anything else?
Oh God, this is from Koshah, Bud Nahuda. Salak Yalawak. Can you break down 2 Corinthians 10, verse 13 through 16?
No problem. Sin problema.
Oh God. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, and verse 13. But we will not boast of things without our measure. but according to the measure of the rule which God had distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you.
All right, this is about boasting. Paul said, "You have made me a fool in boasting." Paul did not want to brag about what he did in the work of the Lord, because he knew that bragging was a base and lowly thing to do. Somebody that's puffed up and full of themselves, and all they can do is talk about themselves and what they are. To a man of honor, bragging is, primitive. It's something lowly. But Paul knew that he had to brag. He had to boast, because if not, you would follow the men who bragged and you would not follow him. Because the men who were braggarts and boastful, that's who everybody loves. Everybody loves Donald Trump because he brags and boasts and only talks about himself. He's self-centered and selfish, and people who are sheep love that. So because of that, Paul had to brag about what he did, how many cities he raised up, the work, the miracles, and the work that he did, so that you would realize that you didn't have to follow this braggart simply because he's so self-absorbed that you feel safe around him. That Paul did greater work than that blowhard that you follow. So he made himself a fool in bragging. He had to brag. He had to boast for you, so that some idiot like Donald Trump or some rapper or some cat that you fall in love with because he's so self-centered, talks about himself in the third person. You love that. Well, General Mahayaman would like a drink. Well, General Mahayaman was there, like, that's Donald Trump. Donald Trump says, well, Trump is the greatest president in the world. I go, God damn, that's a monster. And you love that. You love someone that is absolutely self-centered. Paul said, no problem. I'll talk about myself then. I'll tell you what I did in Corinth, in Ephesus, in Thessalonica, the miracles performed because some man took a handkerchief from my belt and went and healed the sick with it. I'll tell you about that. I'll tell you what I've done. Otherwise, I don't even really want you to know. But if I don't tell you, you'll go follow some idiot who talks about himself all the time. That's the point. Everyone understand? If you need to read it again, I can. Please. A culpa otra vez, please. Go ahead, please. Perdóname.
This is from Officer Nwanyala.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So would it be adultery if you're married with a woman and she does LGBTQ things with a woman?
Yes, that's adultery. If a woman is married to a man and she does LGBT things with a woman, she has committed adultery. She absolutely has. That's a sin against God. It's unclean sex. It's a sexual deviance. It's a sex act. It's adultery. If your wife goes out and abuses a child sexually, that's adultery. That is absolutely adultery. And you absolutely should leave her. You should leave a woman that goes off and has an LGBT experience. You should never talk to her again. That's it. That's it for her. Go have it. You want to have more kids with her? You want to get her pregnant? That's what you're looking for in life? That's up to you. Yeah, that's adultery, all right? Is there anything else? Any questions in the room? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Olivia Arnold says, why we can't brag?
Say that one more time.
Why we can't brag?
I don't understand. Why we can't pray?
No, brag.
Okay, the reason that you can't brag is because you give honor to yourself instead of to God. That's why you can't brag, right? You're bragging about something that you had no credit in doing. What are you bragging about? Give God the glory in your life. Give him the credit. What about you is your achievement? Huh? You think your money or your talent comes from you? Nothing that you do well comes from you. Nothing at all. You're blessed. And you better understand that in all things in life. And people that brag, take credit for something that God did. And that's why you should not brag. Sometimes you have to, especially in the work of the Lord. Sometimes things that you would prefer to be secret, you have to tell everyone. Commanding General YAHANNA doesn't like anyone talking about him or saying his name or giving him credit. He cannot stand it. He hates it every day. You know, I know. He cannot stand it, but he knows it must be done. It must, because I tell him it must be done. It has to be done, and he cannot stand it, but he suffers me. He suffers my constant telling him, we have got to tell someone what you did. We have got to tell someone that you paid for that rent. We've got to tell someone that you got that brother out of jail. We've got to tell someone that you fed that family. He hates it, and I press it, and finally, he in his mercy, he gives in to me. And that's what happens. And anyone that knows him knows that's a fact. Everyone understands. Anything else?
Okay. This is from Darius Timbar. Shalom, sir. What historical references in America can we find that African Americans once spoke Hebrew coming off slave ship?
Man, there's all kinds of things. I think his nature knows no color line. I know General Hazayan knows. I usually would get this from him, General Hazayan. But there's many books that we have that shows that they spoke Hebrew over here in the Americas. I cannot remember the names of them though, Akim, but the younger officers absolutely will know, and General Hazayan for sure knows. All of the books with Montezemus, I think that was his name. He came over here to America and they spoke Hebrew to him, and they talked about the tribe of Manasseh living on an island nearby, or the tribe of some other tribe living on an island nearby. It's all in the books. The officers know, and they'll tell you. I just can't remember, all right? But it's all over the place, and the brothers know about it. Proximo.
Okay. This is from I.S.U.P.K. Buffalo. Sloppy, sir, is there a such thing as righteous bragging when it pertains doing the work if it's the Lord's?
Absolutely, there's righteous bragging. Every video, if you do a food program, don't do it unless you videotape it. If you ain't gonna videotape it, don't go out. Let me tell you, you don't know the effort. It is very difficult. People in the world who are listening right now, you don't know this about One West, but it is extremely difficult to get any brother in this school to videotape their righteous deeds. They don't do it. They don't do it naturally. Brothers will go out and save some man from the police, lay their body on top of the man. That's what happened one time with Officer Iraq out there in North Carolina. Give Officer Iraq a hand in North Carolina. The police are trying to have their guns pulled on some homeless man. The homeless man is attacking the police. And Iraq and a few of the brothers are out there. The homeless man is attacking them. Iraq goes to the police and says, don't kill him. Let me handle it. I'll do it. Please don't. I'll handle it. He goes and puts his body in front of the homeless man and the guns of the police. Talks the homeless man down. The homeless man calms down and willingly with the police. I said, Barakatah Yahweh Yahushai, where's the video? He said, huh? Didn't videotape any of it. No one pulled out a camera. No one thought to videotape it. This happens all the time in the truth. Something happens, you go, oh my God, people should know you did that. No one pulls out a camera phone. I say, people will videotape a plate of spaghetti. You telling me you did a damn miracle and no one pulled out a camera? They never do. It's not in our nature to brag. Like, we're men that put our hand to the plow, brother. We work. But we have to become the kind of people that force ourselves to brag. We force ourselves to brag. You have to do it. You have to push yourself. You have to go, I can't stand doing this. I can't stand showing everybody that this is happening. I want to feed the poor, and I don't want to videotape it. I don't want anybody to know. But I'm going to videotape it. I'm going to let everybody know for the sake of Jesus Christ. Give me the precept where Jesus Christ did that. For time's sake, I'll give it to you. When he healed Lazarus, he prayed to God, and he said, God, I have no reason to pray to you because you already know me and you know what I want. I'm praying to you so that the people will see it. I want them to see it. Jesus Christ did so many things, forcing himself for people to see it and acknowledge it, because that would bring people to God. Then he did other acts, but he told everyone, don't tell anyone. He healed the man with blindness, spit on dirt, made clay out of it, put it on the man's eyes. The man could see. He told the man, go into the city, in the temple, wash your face, pay the sacrifice, and don't tell anyone that I healed you. The man said, okay, left out of there and told every goddamn body. Everybody that was standing around, he told them. Otherwise, we would never even know that Jesus Christ healed blindness from some man. He did that all the time. He would say, don't tell anybody. They would still tell. But there are so many things. You could write a whole nother Bible on the things that no one ever told about, because he didn't want to be bragging. He didn't want to be an ass. He didn't want to be. The kids are in the room. Give the children a hand, by the way. What's your name, sister? Say again. Donye. Give Donye a hand. Outstanding. Donye is very lovely. What are your children's names? Anaya. Judah. Yuri. And Reese. Give them all a hand. Don't worry, kids. We're gonna give out some money later. Just stand by, because you're about to get some money. Give Knock a hand. Knock Witten is giving y'all some cash tonight. Your big Uncle Knock. He's gonna give you some loot. Let me show it to you right here, children. Here it is, kids, right here. This is coming right here tonight. You just keep paying attention. Keep being good boys and good girls in class. Here it comes. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, God. Next question, sir?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, break it down.
It's a lot in the book, but I'm gonna just get to the meat and potatoes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
This is Lost Tribes in the Promised Lands by Ronald Sanders. In the book on page 364, 1, 2, 3, fourth paragraph, it said pretty much was saying that they came with the Indians, they came with the Native Americans to America, and when they came here, they bought Hebrew translators. Columbus bought Hebrew translators.
All right, cool.
And when he got here to America, the translators spoke to the Native Americans in Hebrew. And it said, they say Shabbat. It's in Yiddish, but it's saying, hear, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Which say Shema Yasher They said they recited it in Hebrew, the fundamental credo of Judaism.
There you go. That's all over history. That's one account. There's so many more. There's the 10 Commandments written in stone that they found in Los Lunas, New Mexico. There's so many other things over here to prove that the people that came here to Americas, the people you call Native Americans, so-called Latinos, those are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The people that escaped persecution from the Roman Empire years ago, the people that escaped persecution from the Persian Empire years ago came over here to America, and that the Hispanics are the chosen people of God. That is the great crime that this government, that our oppressor commits. That instead of blessing Israel, they're cursing Israel. Every time you harass and persecute an Hispanic, you are cursing the children of God. And there's great judgment for that. I pray you understand. I pray. There's great judgment for that. Ooh-wee. Keep going.
This is from priest and officer of 50 Abad Yala. Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh.
Copa outra vez, please. Perdóname. Go ahead.
Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh. General, with your grace, man, please break down on the fate of Japheth.
The fate of Japheth. I'll explain to you who Japheth is. Japheth is a heathen race. They are not Israelites, but they are the people of the islands, meaning the Polynesian islands. Hawaiians are Japhetic. Give me some other ones. Eskimos, Hawaiians, Aborigines of Australia. Those are all the Japhetic people. They're heathens, gracias, but out of all of the heathen races, they were the kindest to us. There are 17 nations on the earth. There's been one nation that was the nicest to us. the Japhetic people have been the kindest to the Israelites, which is why they're called Japheth. Japheth means, I believe, happy or joyous people. Knock. Please.
I was gonna say New Zealand, Fiji Islands.
New Zealand, Fiji, the Aborigines of New Zealand and Fiji, the Tongans, those big old Samoans, those are Japhetic people, and they were kind to us. They're not our brothers and sisters, but they were hospitable and kind to us, and the Most High wanted us to remember it. And they're Japheth, which means happy people. Come on.
It's like zombie in the rough.
Please.
This says during the transatlantic slavery to America, the Caribbean, and South America, in some cases, Hebrew letters or symbols like the Star of David have been noted in old structures connected with slavery. They are usually tied to Jewish merchants, owners, communities that were present during that time. This is writing of the enslaved Africans themselves.
Yeah. So they try to say, well, we found a Star of David, which you call a Star of David, which we call a Shield of David, over here, you know, hundreds of years, and they go, oh, a Jewish person must have went over there. No, that's not how it got there. The Jews were there, but the Jews are not the people that you work for in Hollywood or that you get money for so you can hate the Palestinians. The Jews are Negroes and Hispanics, and they always were the Jews. It wasn't until the white man's intense racism that we lost our identity. That's how we really lost it. All right. Next, proximo.
This from I.S.U.P. Buffalo. Are the Philippines Japheth as well, sir?
No, the Philippines are either Moabites or Ammonites. They're either Chinese or Japanese. I can't ever remember which one. I don't think I've ever seen a Filipino. I don't know what the hell that even is. It's something over there in the West Coast. They got Filipinos over there. They're heathens. They're not Japhetic. They're either Chinese or Japanese. Commander General YAHANNA knows. I don't know. Come on now.
They speak Spanish, sir.
They speak Spanish. What are they? They're Moabites. But they're Moabite. I cannot guarantee what they are. I'm about 70% sure that they're Moabites who were colonized by Spain. Does that sound right to anybody? Not? Go ahead.
Manny Pacquiao is a Filipino.
Manny Pacquiao, he speaks Spanish, right. And this part of China, the Philippines, was colonized by the Spanish. So they speak Spanish, but they are Chinese people who speak Spanish. They are not Israelites and they are not Japhetic. They're Chinese people or Moabites. Anything else?
That's it for now, sir.
Okay. Any questions in the room that I can answer? Just let me know. If not, let me get you a preset. Stand by. Okay. Wow, this is a good one. Give me Isaiah 49 and 15. I remember. Let's go into motherhood for a second, all right? Let's go into motherhood. We go to Isaiah. What did I say again just now? Isaiah 49 and 15, I believe.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 49, verse 15. Can a woman forget her suckling child?
The Bible says, can a woman forget her suckling child? A suckling child is a baby that you have to breastfeed. It's a very young baby. Can a woman forget her suckling child? Go ahead.
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb?
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb. Let me tell you something, brother, about motherhood, right? Motherhood, because of the failures of motherhood, so many of the people that you see today are going to destroy themselves for something that you'll never see when you see them. You see the adult. You look at a drug addict or like that homeless brother that recently stabbed that white woman on the train, on the bus somewhere. And everyone sees him. Recently, Fox News said that they should just kill all the homeless people. That was on TV. He said we should just kill all the homeless people. I remember going, my God, you white people, you got one answer to everything, don't you? You like a test that has one question and one answer, and that is that. Or to be more exact, 100 questions and one answer to every question. Kill everyone. You see the adult and you see the crime they commit and you see the destruction that they leave. You don't see the baby who this man was. And every terrible person you've ever met or ever seen or read about or heard about, that person at one time was a baby, was a child like these children in class. And because we don't think about that, we don't do anything about the next generation who's going to end up just like the people who are stabbing people on trains, selling drugs, and shooting people. And this problem is so much worse in the white community. The white community has terrible parents, horrible mothers and fathers. So many of us, we think that black people, we have the bad parents because of the drugs that we see on the radio, we see in our communities, we hear about in movies. We think that we're the worst parents. Well, why are these white people killing everybody? Killing them, teenagers, killing them when they're rich, when they're affluent and go to college and have every advantage in life, and they still kill people at a rally in Utah for the same reason that your uncle is walking down the street on drugs, for the same reason that sister is selling herself, for the same reason that man stabbed that woman on a bus, because of parenting. Parenting is so terrible and so horrible. No one gives it any thought. No one gives it any blame. And yet you just kill the adult child who's the victim of parenting. Every adult that does something terrible at one time was some mother's neglected child, some father's neglected child. I did some research recently. Let me see if you can pull this up in class. I researched, because this summer, right? Every summer this has been going on. There's an organization that is the National Organization for Children that Die in a Car because of heat exhaustion. This organization has a name. I have it saved in my phone, but I'm not going to have time to find it in here. But there's a national organization that is devoted to stopping children from being left in a car and dying of heat exhaustion every summer. Someone found me the name of that organization. And I went through the list. They promote a list every year of things that parents could do so that they will not leave their child in a car and the child dies. And brother, this is a giant problem in the world. Where if you think to yourself, you would think, well, that can't be a giant problem, right? I know it must happen in some rare occasions. No, it is not. It is a gigantic epidemic of people who, when the summertime comes, they get in a car, they get out the car with the groceries, with their purse, and they leave the child in the car, and the child dies of heat exhaustion in the car. And do you understand how long that child must be in that car? That means the mother or the father goes in the house. The child is not going to die in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They go in the house and go to sleep. Go in the house and get something to eat, get on the phone, and forget the child is in there. And the child dies. The problem is so big, there's a national organization to stop it. Whoever has the microphone, give them a thumb up.
Yeah, I found a National Safety Council.
Go ahead.
It says here.
Is that what you have now? What do you have?
I got Kids in Car Safety, KAC.
Is that the organization? That's probably the one, the thumb up. The one. Go ahead, read it.
A 501c3 nonprofit devoted to saving the lives of children and pets in and around vehicles.
Now, this is a whole organization to stop these kids from dying. Now, can you read down? Is there a list of things you could do?
It's things that they focus on, sir.
Yeah, meaning they want you to do this, do that. Read me the first one.
They focus especially on preventable non-traffic incidents.
Not that. No, they'll give you things that you should do to make sure that you don't leave your child in a car. I'll have to tell you for time's sake. They give a few things, do this, do that, do this. One of the things on the list is put your purse next to your child. That's on the list. Put your purse or a thing of value next to the child. So meaning, I make sure not to leave my child in the car. I'll take my purse if I'm a woman and put it right next to the child's car seat. Mahayaman, microphone. That was the right one. Go ahead, please.
It says right here, I'm gonna get to what you was bringing out. It says, even a mild, so how does it happen? Even on mild or cloudy days, temperatures inside vehicles can reach life-threatening levels. Leaving windows slightly open doesn't help. Children should never be left unattended. I'm gonna skip down to.
So this is the national organization devoted to it. Now skip down to what they're telling mothers to do, to not kill their children. Go ahead.
Place a purse, briefcase, or even a left shoe in the back seat to force you to take one last look before walking away.
Brother, you wonder why some white kid is shooting somebody in Utah? Why some brother is stabbing some white woman? You wonder why there's homeless people and people breaking into your car, people breaking into your house? They're raised by her. This organization is trying to help. They've studied this. They've hired psychiatrists and therapists, and they've looked at the data, the numbers, and they're telling you to not kill your child, put something you care about next to your child. Put something you give a F about next to your kid. You're not going to leave that purse in the car. Never that. They said take your left shoe. They said take your left shoe off. Put your left shoe next to the kid. So as you get out, I guess your foot touched the ground and you go, I forgot I have a baby. Let me go get my shoe. Oh shit, I got a baby in there. Let me tell you something now. Parenting is not, no one cares about it, because to be a good parent, you have to be something that flesh denies. You have to be selfless. And selfishness is a cruel, cruel enemy to every society, every community. I think about how evil you parents are. I think about how evil the movie industry is, the video game industry. How many years are we going to have white kids shooting up some school? You're going to go to their house and pull up the video games of them killing everybody on video games. Red Death Redemption, Call of Duty, all of these games where they are killing and shooting every day, all the time. The people who own those games are parents. You're a parent. The people who own, how many John Wick movies are we going to effing make? How much John Wick? Who knows the story of John Wick? Who wants to break it down for me? Mahayaman, you seem like you know about it. Come on. Now, John Wick has made like 8 movies, right? How many John Wick movies have they been?
I can't tell you that, sir.
I think it's about 6, 7. Now, tell me the story of John Wick. Now, this is a story that white kids love. White kids love this story. Why did what's the first one about?
So I believe what John Wick is about, right, is some devil that got his dog killed, and then he went to unalive everyone that was involved in it.
Give him a hand. That's the John Wick story. Let me tell you the John Wick story. John Wick had a dog, and this man killed his dog and stole his car. John Wick killed everyone that was walking. Then he did part 2, part 3, part 4. John Wick Equilibrium, John Wick Cerebellum, John Wick Paraba, 8 movies. Then they had some bitch that would start killing everybody, some woman. And as you're watching this, now you're the director of this movie. You know about Sandy Hook. You know about Columbine. You know about Uvalde, Washington. You know about these white children who watch these video games, and they've been killing each other for 30 years. This year alone, there were 502 mass murders in America. I forgot about the one that happened in Utah. 504. That's not counting gun violence. I pray you understand. That's not counting gang violence. That number is not counting gang violence. If you count gang violence, boy, the number gets real high. There's 502 mass murders, not counting gang violence. Are you telling me the director, is the movie producer, the video game owner is never going to say, let's stop making video games mowing down people because they killed your dog? Because of any insult, any transgression, any bit of anger, you do anything to anybody, you F around and find out. Maybe we got to stop finding out. Maybe people should not be so selfish that all they care about is the profit from making video games and movies. And these bastards in Hollywood, they had the Emmys last night. Y'all see that? Oh, my wives watched the Emmys last night. The Emmys are full of people that hate Donald Trump and love John Wick and love every shoot 'em up gangster movie, Quentin Tarantino. But they hate Donald Trump because he's a tyrant. Donald Trump is a tyrant. Who wins for best movie? Zombie Killer USA, kill all the fucking zombies. Come up, you win. You hate Donald Trump, but you love money. So you're never going to stop mowing down zombies everywhere they are. Zombies, kill them, shoot them. But we hate Donald Trump because he's a fascist. Listen, I think you might be more like Donald Trump than you want to admit. I think all you care about is your own greed and avarice. I think that's all you care about. You don't care about being a mother. You don't care about being a parent. You don't care that some child has to go to school and they're not going to come home, not because of crime, not because of drug dealing, not because they made a wrong choice, but because some 18-year-old played your video games, watched your movies. Parenting is something no one cares about, because to care about it, you would have to be selfless. Can a mother forget its suckling child? Yeah. You got to put your purse next to it so that you don't forget your kid. You got to put your left shoe next to your baby so you don't forget your baby. Yeah, you forget your children, but you should not. You should not forget your children. The minute that parenting becomes more important than money, you're going to stop violence. You're going to stop school shootings, stop mass shootings. The minute that you care about raising a child who learns compassion, kindness, forgiveness. Don't you know in cartoons, brother, they shoot ray guns, lasers. They shoot lasers in cartoons for a reason, so that the people can get shot and then wake up. It doesn't kill them. They get shot with a laser. Oh boy, they wake up 10 minutes later. That wasn't good enough. You got to go make a video game where they get mowed down with bullets so that they die. No one used to ever die in movies. I have a perfect video. I cannot play it today. I'll play it Thursday. Of these actors in Hollywood trying to fight to make Western movies less violent, because Westerns were so violent that they just turned everyone into shoot 'em up, bang, bang, Jesse James, Billy the Kid people. And everyone got so goddamn violent. And no one changes it. No one does anything about it. And children are cowering under a desk in school because no one cares about being a parent. Can a mother forget her suckling child? Absolutely. She'll leave it in the car unless she puts her purse next to it. Donnie, let me give you a little cash. Come on, get the baby some cash before they go. Come on, baby girl. Give me you right here, sweet baby. Come on up. Give her a hand. Come on up here. What's your name? Denai, come on up. Let everybody see your pretty dress. Look at Denai. Look at everybody. See everybody on TV. They see you. You're so pretty and smart. This is for you because you're a good girl and you're very smart. Yahweh Shamar Alatha Ba'Shem Yahushai. Your mother will teach it to you. Good girl. Come on, next brother. Give me this young brother right here. Who's the next one? Who's the oldest? Come on up, the oldest brother. Look at him. He's strong and powerful. Look at this kid right here. What's your name, brother? Judah, give Judah a hand. Boom, bang, bang. Good job. Judah, this is for you, brother. You're a good boy. Good job. Come on up. Who's the next one? Uh-oh, here he comes. He's running. He's hardcore. He's coming to get it. Come on. What's your name, brother? Huh? Good job. Let me give you a pound. Boom, bang, bang. This is for you because you're a good boy and you're smart. Good job. Come on. Get a baby something. Get this to the baby right here. No, get this to the baby over there. Put this to the college fund right here. Put that on the college. Go ahead. That's some office. Nah. Good job. No problem at all. Go good. Clap it up, everyone. Good job. Y'all get home safe. If you need a ride or something, just tell the guard, all right? He'll hook you up. You got it? The precept, yeah, read the precept again. I mean, someone got to tell me when I got to go upstairs as well. Here you go, now. Come on. Go ahead. I'm sorry? 840, go ahead.
You called for Isaiah, right, sir?
That's the one I already read already. That was a breakdown I needed to get into tonight. You know, I remember. I sent this to you, Daya. That's the problem. Hold on one second. Any more? Any other precepts?
Any questions on that, sir?
You have a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll take it. Go ahead.
Yes, this is from Officer Warrior, Slav General Kanye, breaks down from Genesis chapter 2, verses 10 through 14.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, what was the name of land mass be known as today in the body of waters and rivers?
What were the land? What land mass is he talking about?
In Genesis chapter 2, verses 10 through 14.
Let me hear it, please.
This is Genesis chapter 2 and verse 10. And a river went out of Eden toward the garden. From thence it was parted and came into four heads. Verse 11. The name of the first is I.S.U.P.K, that is which compasseth the whole land of Havilah.
There's another one. I believe he wants the name of the four rivers that come past the Garden of Eden. I cannot remember this. The last one I remember telling me this is General Shalimar. General Shalimar, I know, has these rivers. One of them is the Nile. The other one is the Higdon, the Pison, and I forget the other one. But I know General Shalimar has it. Y'all can text him and get him from him, or the other officers who he's taught might have it. I can't remember these four rivers. I think one of them has a different name, but I just can't remember them. But there are four rivers. But when you look at these four rivers, it encompasses the entire Middle East. The Middle East is the Garden of Eden, meaning it would encompass Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Qatar, Yemen, Afghanistan. It's four rivers that encompass that entire thing. All right, go ahead, Mahayaman. Sorry, go ahead, please. Unless someone wants to bring it down. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had these might be four.
Go ahead.
Look it up. It says Pishon, Gihon.
Gihon sounds right.
That
sounds right.
And Euphrates.
I can't remember, Rock. So ask one of the officers. They'll know better than me. I just can't remember that, all right? The officers know about it, okay? In my head, I see Shalimar breaking it down to me because that's why I'm bringing up his name, but I'm sure he's taught countless other officers since then, all right? You look it up, the brothers will tell you. Next. Was that it? We up? All right, with that, pass the class over to Priest Officer Mahayaman.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We're at I.S.U.P.K. One West 120 Fishery Hall in New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. If a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits. They're to be saluted only. They're here to show themselves to the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must seek counsel from the heads. Tithe is the amendment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew. Ma'asherah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you gets to the treasury department. Priest fund approval offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatever amount you like to give. Upcoming convocations, memorial blowing of the trumpet, which is Sunday, September 21st. We'll read about it in the book of Leviticus 23 and 24. My I can check the bulletin board in the hallway. If you want to be a troop in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. What that makes sense. I'm watching the screen. Move the one person salute. One of Israel. I.S.U.P.K. Barak. Y'all watch some of y'all shot rock thumb. Got your time. Sorry. Turn. Then Israel with the system gracious salute. Sister Kamala, can you stand? Flash your hands right hand over your left feet, 45-degree angle, head bow, I.S.U.P.K. Men Israel with the system gracious salute. Men Israel, I.S.U.P.K. Amaji, Barak. Yahweh Shamar on the top, Bashim Yahweh Shah. Got your time. Class dismissed.